Hey, how's it going, everyone? Long time no see. Setting up here for today. We're gonna need some weights. You already know, it's me. We're gonna use weight, so grab something heavy. Beside that, you may want a mat as well. It could come up if you want one. Go to your knees or anything like that during push-ups, because you already know we're gonna be doing push-ups too. And yeah, otherwise we'll get started here in about 4 minutes or so. So yeah. Hello, how's it going? We got Julie. Hey there, Julie. Wave at you. Hello. Hey, hi. Whoop. Oh no, breaking stuff. What am I doing? I don't know. How you guys doing this afternoon? Hope y'all doing all right. If you're tuning in, things you're gonna need probably some weight. Not probably, preferably some weight. A mat might come in handy. We got a couple more minutes here. Let's see if anyone comes running on in to join us. Can't see my legs. I'm just stretching a little bit. Stretching. If you want to start any amount of warming up or any of those stretches to do to get loose, it's not a bad idea. Do some cat-cows. Don't worry, we're still gonna warm up fully for the whole extent here in about a minute. It turned out to be very nice today. That is great. All right, about one last minute and then we're gonna get started. think that's time. That is time. Hello, hello. Hi, I'm Coach B. Hey, what's up, Sherry? I see you there. Just shot you a wave. Stuff we're gonna need today from just now. Hopping in. Some weights. It's pretty much my standard. I like to use some weight. Hopefully, you guys will be able to borrow some stuff from the gym. A mat's gonna come in handy. But how I'll do is I'll demo everything first. Then we'll get into the warm up, and then we'll go ahead and start everything and get going. So, the movements for today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got 7 movements. Goal is to get 3 rounds in. We're gonna go 40 seconds on. We're also gonna have a transition, or excuse me, 45 seconds on. We also have a transition exercise that we're gonna do for 15 seconds. So you're gonna go from one primary movement to the second movement, and then you'll get a rest. We're gonna go through that 3 times through. So, first one of which is the pike toe touch into push-ups. Pike toe touch into push-ups. So let me angle this down a little bit. There we go. So how that'll work for the first movement is you're gonna get into a high plank here. Keep your tailbone tucked, right? Don't want it arching or anything like that. Don't want it sagging. You want to try to have it nice and level. Shoulders over those hands. Feet nice and wide, hands pretty close together. That's going to be important for your balance because you're going to come up, think downward dog in this position, push in, straight legs, opposite hand comes and touches your opposite toe, or at least as close as it can get. Give it a touch, come on back forward, give me a push up, down, touch, push, up, touch, push, right? If you need a transition to your knees for that push up, that's fine. Just try to get through it nice and quick. So you touch, transition, touch, transition, right? Nice and fast, try to make it smooth. The second station we're going to do is lunge hops into squat jumps. Lunge hops into squat jumps. Couple of options with that is if you aren't wanting to jump up and down or anything like that, you can certainly just use some weights and do some regular lunges or some regular squats, but I like to jump around a lot. So how are those? So lunge hop with one leg, lunge hop with the other, go into a squat jump, one leg, the other leg, jump, 1, 2, jump, all right? Back and forth between those 3 movements. From there, first one that we're gonna use some good amount of weight on is single leg deadlift. Single leg deadlift. So you're gonna grab your weights. You're gonna go 2 for 2 on this. So one leg is gonna do the same job twice before you switch. So you hinge on down, lift up, hinge on down, whoop, lift up. Try to keep your balance for 2, and then switch. Try to keep a nice flat foot, get nice and low. Treat your body like it's a teeter-totter, right? Your head goes down, your heel comes up. From there, we got tabletop taps. Tabletop taps. What I want that one to look like. Tabletop position. You're gonna have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You're gonna lift those knees up to ankle height. So just a couple inches right here. What I want to add, if you can, is this weight right here. And then as you bring those knees up, you're gonna tap the top of your shoulder. Down, tap, tap your shoulder. If you don't have weight, or you don't want to use weight, you can also just go shoulder taps, like so. From there, got a little bit of a weird one for y'all. Call them crab bridges, So how this will go, hands back. The angle of the hands is really gonna, typically you want them forward like this, but depending on any wrist or shoulder issues you may have, play with the angle of the hands to see what's the most comfortable. So what you'll do is you'll come up into a bridge. You're gonna lift one leg, and then you're gonna go down twice. So 1, 2, switch. Do it again. 1, 2, switch. All right? So try to keep that heel right underneath your knee. Try to get up nice and high, flat by the table. 2 taps, and then you'll switch while you're up in the air. Second to last one we'll do is plank around the world. So you're gonna get into a low plank, you get in plank punch, taps, foot tap, heel raise, around and around, right? And then the last one we have S.C.O.P, squat, curl, overhead press. Squat, curl, overhead press. What I want that one to look like is, once again, grab your weight. Squat and curl is going to happen at the same time. Switch back. There we go. Squat and curl happens at the same time. Right? So bend your knees, bend your elbows, get down, and then stand and press. Then you're going to have to reset, right? Full on reset. Don't squat until your hands are already back by your side. So squat, curl, up, press, reset, do it again. Wow. All right? So that's what we're looking for our main stations, our main movements today. For the transition exercise, first one we're going to do is a squat hold into some punches. So you're going to stay down there for 15 seconds and punch it out. All right? Well, if you got your equipment and everything you need, we're going to go ahead and get started with the warm-up. Get started with the warm-up, all right? So, how do I get started? Just with some jumping jacks. Just with some jumping jacks. Jumping out. Make sure you're moving a lot from your shoulders. Stepping that out nice and wide on those toes. Nice big movements. And then from here, we're going to use the high knees. Run it out. Note the height of the knees. I don't just want you here. Alright? Bring them up. Bring them up. Run it out. You want that heart rate going a little bit. Nice and quick now. Nice and quick. From here, switch it to some butt kicks. Bring your heels all the way to your booty. Good to go. Nice speed. Keep it going. Light on the toes. And then we're going to go into touchdown squats. Try to bend the knees. Keep your chest tall. Dropping straight down. Jump in, little pop. Bring those feet together. And from here, give me some lunges. Step it out. If you want to add a little twist or anything like that at the bottom, perfect opportunity. Or got your little kinks in your back. Try to keep them out. Dip it straight down in those lunges. And then from here, I want you to go ahead and give me 2 walkout push-ups. So you're going to touch your toes. Walk it out with your hands. Transition to your knees if you need to. Otherwise, push up. Walk it back. Stand up, reach. Do it again. Up. Walk back. And let's run through all of that. One more time. Start with the jumping jacks. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. Alright. Put in just a little bit more effort. Get it done a little bit quicker. And from here, high knees. Run it out. A little higher. A little faster than that first time through. And switch to butt kicks. And touchdowns. Moving quick on it, up and down, bend those knees. Try to touch all the way to the ground. And from here, go ahead, give me some lunges. Try to get nice and low. If you can, lightly touch that knee to the ground. Light little tap. Make sure that weight's back. Try not to lean too forward into that front knee. And from here, 2 more of those walkout push-ups. 2 more of the walkout push-ups. Touch your toes. Knock it out. Up and down again. Woo. Yeah. Out. Up. And up. Go ahead and relax. Grab a quick sip of water. And grab your mat for the first one. Grab your mat. All right. So the first station is pike, the toe touch pikes, into a push-up. Toe touch pikes into a push-up. All right. Oh, and like I said, we're going 45 seconds on into the 15-second transition. First transition is the squat hold with the punches. All right. Otherwise, here we go. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, and up you go. Boom. So we're in that high plank. Bring the butt up, touch your toe, bring it forward. Transition to your knees if you need to. Otherwise, just give that nice strong push up. Leading with the chest, keeping the tailbone tucked. Try to bring it back. Now try to make it so you don't have to walk your hands forward to touch your toe, right? Keep your hands back. Shoulders lean over those fingertips. Even through the push-up. Touch your toe. Up and down. Tailbone stays tucked. Bend those elbows. Best you can. Got those last few seconds. Here we go. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and give me that squat hold. Stay down. Give me some punches. 10 seconds. Hold them out there, stay low, halfway down. Keep it there. 3, 2, 1. First rest. Next up, lunge hops into squat jump. So one leg for the lunge, the other leg for the lunge, one big squat jump. If for whatever reason you do not want to jump, you're welcome to just give me some lunges, give me some squats, maybe add some weight to that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lunge. One. The other. Make sure you're breathing, right? Hit those legs. Big muscle group. Needs that oxygen. Already getting shaky. There we go. Let's keep it up. Woo! 10 seconds. Let's burn it out. All the way down. Let's get one more. 3, 2, 1. Squat hold. Give me punches. Oh, that burns. Yes. Woo! Come on. Last little bit. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice, not bad, not bad. Next up, single leg deadlift. Remember, we're going 2 in a row on each side before switching legs. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Deadlift. Big hinge. Get down nice and low. Try to get those wrists past your knees. Wrists past your knees. Oh, try to keep the best balance you can. Bring that back leg up like your body's a teeter-totter. Hinging on your hip. Head goes down, heel comes up. There we go, last little bit. 3, 2, 1. Squat hold. We're down in. Add some punches for me. Come on. Move those hands a little bit. Nice fists. If you have done kickboxing classes with me, you know. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Next up, Station number 4. Tabletop taps. Tabletop taps. Use a weight if you like. Otherwise, just tap your shoulders side to side. Remember those heels are, oh, I'm sorry, those knees are off the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Tabletops. Here. Feet kind of wide, hands kind of close. Bring them up. Up. So the knees are off the ground. You just tap on your shoulders, either with the weight or with your hand, either way. Try to move quick now, quick but controlled. Try not to wobble side to side too much. There we go, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squat hold, stay low. Punch them out. Not too low, because if I'm way down here, I'm just chilling, right? Stay up. 2, 1, and relax. There we go. Another one done. Next up is the crab bridges, kind of going the opposite of what we were just doing. All right, we're going to have our hands pointed in a direction that makes it most comfortable with our wrists and our shoulders. So pay attention to that. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Hands up, booty up, one leg out, 2 taps. 1, 2, switch. Stay as high as you can. 1, 2, switch. 2, switch. Try to make that nice long bridge shape. Nice and high, straight line. All the way from your head to your toe. Hinge up the hip, lift high, dig in with your heel. We got about 10 seconds. Last one. Last 10, and squat hold. Boom. Whoop. On those feet, stay low. Punch them out. Hold it and breathe. All right? Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice. Next up, second to last, is the plank around the world. Plank around the world. So remember, you have a punch, tap, tap the foot, raise the foot, and then same thing on the other side. And then you bring it back, all right? So if you get kind of lost, try to follow me. I'll face you guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Punch, tap, raise, tap, punch. And of course, if you're still just working on plank, just continue to work on plank, all right? Nothing wrong with that. If you can only do a couple of these movements, maybe the taps with the hands, maybe the taps with the feet, just give you what you can, all right? Do what you can. Otherwise, try to keep those hips low. Try to control your body from rocking back and forth. Try to be still like a statue. 3, 2, 1. On those feet, squat jump. Oh, I'm sweating after that one. Punches, punches. Knees back, knees out. 2, 1. Nice. Made it to our last one, y'all. Last one. S.C.O.P. Squat, curl, overhead press. Squat, curl, overhead press. So grab your weight. All right. Here we go. On your marks. Get set and go. So remember, reset from the top, squat and curl happens at the same time, stand and press happens at the same time, and then you reset. messed it up. That's all right. Get the pattern back. Squat and curl. Standing press. Last one. And squat hold. With those final punches. Nice and quick. 10 seconds, come on. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, nice job. That's round one, y'all. That's round one. Grab some water, take a minute rest. I'll see you back again for round number 2. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what your favorites are, or if you have any questions. What have we got up here? Doing it all for the pizza. No lie. I haven't gone grocery shopping this week. Pizza might be on the menu tonight. I'm not gonna lie to y'all about that. It happens. Coaches break too. I've been bad. Well, that's what we're here for, right? We're here for pizza. At least that's what Michael and I are here for. So all right. Man, now you got me thinking about like Pagliacci. Why you do that to me, Michael? All right. So, new transition exercise, same primary stations. Next transition is going to be plank up downs. Plank up downs. If you don't know what that is, can you all see me from there? All right. So you're down in the low plank. Then you're going to plant one hand, plant the other, and you come up to a high plank. And then we're down. And then we're up again, all right? So down, down, up, up. Key thing with the plank up, downs, try to make sure you're not always coming down and up in the same rhythm, starting with the same arm. So make sure you switch it up between what hand leads, all right? Otherwise, minutes up, minutes up. Let's go ahead and get started with round 2. Round 2, the first one is that pike toe touch with a push-up. Pike toe touch with a push-up. So if you need your mat, for your knees, go ahead and grab your mat. Otherwise, whoop, here we go. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. And those hands, up, touch, push, touch, push, touch. And good downward dog, straight legs, push down with the chest, reach the hand, touch the toe. Strong push-ups. Have your feet kind of wide, your hands kind of close. Remember, your goal is to try not to lock those hands forward and back. We're trying to keep them in place. For those last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that plank. Up, up. Make sure you switch your hands. 3, 2, 1. That's time for the first one. Next up, lunge hop. 2 of them, 1 for each leg. Squat jump. If you're absolutely not willing to jump, that's okay. Add some weight maybe, add some weight. Otherwise, here we go, coming at you. 3, 2, 1. Down and up again. Woo! Wobbly. Breathe and move. Whoa! Saved it. Almost got me. Woo! There we go. Down and up. Switch. Down. Oh, come on. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2. Oh my goodness. 1. Up, down planks. Up, down planks. 3, 2, 1. 1. There we go. And relax. Next up, because the legs aren't shaky enough, single leg deadlift. Single leg deadlift. Grab your weights. Remember, it's 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on each leg. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom, time is going. How's my form? Is it nice and straight? I can't tell. I'm looking at the grind. Try not to fall. You want that straight line from your head to your heel. Hinge at the hip. Woo! Last one. And plank. Up, down. Plank up, down. Hit the ground. Helps with the timers in front of me. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. Next up, it's the tabletop taps. Adding in that hammer curl with the weight if you want. Remember, try to keep those knees off the ground. Your body's going to want to bring them up nice and high. Right? Keep them down in line with your ankles. Down in line with your ankles. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift off. A little too wide there. There we go. Hands kind of close, feet kind of apart. Don't drop the weight on your thumb. Pro tip. Keep it moving. Keep that arm behind. Curl. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Plank up, downs. Try not to rock side to side. 2, 1. Time. Woo. There we go. Not bad at all. Crab bridges. Lifting the booty down up. Of course, no one really needed that, but whatever. Remember, 2 in a row, same deal with the deadlift. 2 on one side before you switch to the other. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. So your hands go back, feet come up. Try to position your heels right underneath your knees, hands underneath the shoulders. 1 leg up, 1 tap, 2 tap, switch. Try to keep your head back. I'm having to lift my head up from time to time over the timer. Try to make that nice straight line. Keep those hips up. Push down with your heel to lift the body. 1 more on the other side. 1 more. 1 and 2. Plank up downs. Plank up downs. Two and 1. Not bad, not bad. Woo! What are we on now? Second to last. Plank around the world. Hopefully you all got the pattern unlocked from last time. I'll face you all again. Alright. Gotta keep those hips down. The butt's gonna want to rise up. Don't let it. Don't let it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Flick around the world. So we're down. Got that punch. Tap, tap. Ready, ready. Punch and then bring it back around. Breathe. Keep that tailbone tucked. Stay low. I know you're shaking. I know you want to bring it up. Fight it. 3, 2, 1. Plank up downs. Plank up downs. Well, that's going to feel great. Here we go. Just like that, made it to our last station. Made it to our last station for round number 2. It's the S.C.O.P. Squat curl overhead press. Alrighty, y'all. Earn that rest period. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Reset from the top. Deep breaths. Two more. Last one. Woo! Plank up downs. Last set, nice and fast. Nice and fast, when you're done. 3, 2, 1. Woo! There we go. Round 2 complete, I'm not too shabby. Take another breather, because we got one more round. We got one more round. I said we were going to get 3. We're going to get it. But we're going to take a minute rest here first. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling. Give me a flex. Give me a fist bump. At the end of this, let me know what your favorites and least favorites were. Be interesting. Commonly, whenever I ask that, it's actually quite a wide spread, more than I would think. Stand up a little bit, shake it out. All right, here's the deal with our last one. Here's the deal with the last one. No transitions, no transitions. We're just gonna do the 45 seconds of the main station, take our rest, hit up the next one, all right? So it's just bada, 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 boom. You already know what the stations are now, all right? So you should be pros at it by now, all right? If you're pulling anything back, waiting for your last round, well, we're there, so no holding back on it, all right? There's no transitions, it's the last time through, so. Here we go, about 15 seconds. We're gonna get our last one started. Where did I get a picture of a gorilla? I go, I'm toast. Got flex. Got a gorilla. I'm toast too, brother. I feel you. I feel you. All right. Here we go. Last one through. starting with the pike, to the toe touch pike to the push-up. I'm losing my words. Here we go. Let's work out. 3, 2, 1, and pike. Toe push. Move it fast this time, move it fast. If you got anything left in the tank after this station, you took it too easy on yourself. You should gas out well before that 45-second mark. All right? You should be struggling to reach those 45 seconds. Should be shaking. Come on. Move it quick. 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. Just gotta grunt it out sometimes. Get that last little push. Get audible with it. Next up. Crap. I mean, yes! It's the lunges to the squats. Lunge, hop to squat jump. We got it, y'all. We got it. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. You're here with me. We got this. We got this. Woo! If you're not doing the stanky leg, by the time you're done with this station, you went too easy on yourself. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Ha. Ha. Oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh. I'm going to switch up my lunges to just lunges, but I'm going to keep the squat jump. Getting a little too wobbly on those lunges, don't really like it. But if you got it in you, freaking beast mode, go for it. 10 seconds. Come on. You want to get shaky, you want to get wobbly. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Leg work. That'll get the heart rate going. Single leg deadlift. 2 for 2. If you're getting too wobbly, keep this in mind. If you're getting too wobbly, you're finding yourself off balance regularly, take it to a regular deadlift, all right? Don't push it too much that you might twist an ankle or something like that. I don't want that. So if you're losing your balance, you're getting too wobbly, or getting lightheaded, take it down to a regular deadlift or take a little break. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But if you got it, let's go. If you got it, let's go. Like I said, get on it. Grunt. It helps. Decent weights. Enough that I've got to pay attention a little bit. Alright. Next up, tabletop taps. Tabletop taps. Deep breath, deep breath. There we go. Not feeling too bad right now. Feeling pretty good. This is great. Kind of getting a second wind here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hush. 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 Nice and high on your shoulders. You're not aiming down here. Get it up there. There we go. Watch the rocking in the body. Keep those knees down, ankle height. No higher, no lower. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Not too bad. This weight's coming undone. That's not great. There we go. Next up, crab bridges. Crab bridges. Hopefully you all have found a good position for your hands to be in. Right? I mean, potentially, if it really is booking your wrist also, you could do this like on your mat, on your knuckles. I've seen people do that before too, so, you know, ways to make it work. Otherwise, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Remember, 2 taps in a row. Try not to be too scrunched up, right? Get those hips up there. Get those feet out there a little bit. Push down with the heel. Push down with the heel and lift the body. Try to get that nice straight line like your body is an elevator. Hinge from the hip, lift it straight up. Light little tap, straight up. Keep your head back, keep your hips up. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Not the sweatiest one, but man, you get some activation out of your hamstrings and your glutes in that. Woo! All right. What are we on? Seconds to last? Hell yeah! Play around the world. Play around the world. Not bad. Try to go a little bit faster on that around the world. 3, 2, 1, down you go. See if you can keep up with me. It's not fair. You're shorter. That's why you're going faster. 3, 2, 1, and relax. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. I have no idea how tall any of you are. Alrighty, y'all. Whew. Oh. Last one we got. S.C.O.P. We're going to end on squat, curl, overhead press. Finish out with some weights. Keep in mind, if you're finding yourself to get wobbly, lightheaded, or anything like that, take a moment, take a pause, right? Don't push through stuff like that with weight being over your head, right? Keep yourself safe. No one's there to spot you, so spot check yourself. All right. Deep breath. Make sure your weights are all actually screwed together. Here we go. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep it going. Come on. Keep it tight. If you got more, give me more. Let's go. We're here to work. Finish strong. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Time. There it is. Not bad. Give me a fist. Give me some flex. Not bad. Whew. That was good. I got so winded in the second round, but then I got that second wind in the third. I felt pretty good. Like I said, let me know what your favorites were, or your least favorites. Where did you struggle? Let me know if you had any questions, if anything didn't feel right, and if you have any questions or any modifications you may want. But otherwise, if you're taking off, thank you so much for joining. I'm Coach B. I'll also be on the Sunday class this week, and then I'm all over the schedule the next coming week. So if you like weights, if you like push-ups, come see me. Come see me. I'll be around. Otherwise, I'm going to stretch out here for a couple minutes. If you want to join me, feel free. I'll keep the camera on and talk you all through it. Otherwise, if you're going to take off, thank you so much for joining. See you next time. If you're hanging around, take a little break, grab yourself a mat. First one to start off with is just laying down. Laying down. Dead body stretch. Just take a moment to catch your breath. Relax. Start getting your breathing under a nice, long, controlled rhythm. All right, we're going to turn this stretch, make it a little bit more purposeful. We're going to bring the hands overhead, pinch our shoulder blades together, try to keep your shoulders and shoulder blades flat to the ground, arms flat to the ground, legs and lower back all flat to the ground. From here, I want you to bring those elbows down, drag them along. Adjust your shoulders as you need to. Try to keep that lower back flat. Get them as low as they'll go, and then bring them on up with an inhale. Bring them on down, bring them on up. If you don't have great mobility in your shoulders throughout this movement, like you can't really even get your elbow below your shoulders without like your body coming off the ground in some weird way, go long arms through it. Go long arms, so just go down, go up. This is a great place to start, great place to start. I'll find if I tweak my shoulder by accident through whatever thing, this sometimes will help me as well. You can also do this like against a wall, just standing, pushing your body up against a wall. That's a great way to go through either one of these motions. Work on that shoulder flexibility and mobility. All right, next up, go ahead and grab both your knees, tuck them into your chest, so that way your tailbone is lifted up off the ground. You're hugging your knees into your body. If you know what the happy baby is, you are absolutely welcome to do that for this pose. I'm just going to hug my knees and kind of rock my lower back into my mat. Just kind of massage that. Remember to control that breath. That's where I want your focus, is on your breathing. Anytime you notice your thoughts start to go elsewhere, you start thinking about something else, try to bring it right back to your breath control. From here, we're going to go one leg out, one leg in. Some rotations in the hip joint. What I like to do is give it a nice squeeze into the chest. Send it out wide to the side. Make sure your body isn't, getting lifted. Try to keep your body flat. And then send it around in a nice big circle. And then bring it on in for another squeeze. Then maybe send it out the opposite direction. Bring the breath in circulation with that knee. Some nice, slow, controlled movements with your inhale and your exhale. And then we're going to go ahead and straighten that leg out up into the air. Give it a good pull. Hammies. Those are like the number one things I'm seeing are tight on a lot of people right now, myself included. Another good way to stretch the hammy, aside from just you pulling, because keep in mind, like I've said before,
I don't want you pulling so that your head and your shoulders have to come up like this, right? Because this is you compensating for how tight your legs will be. So, you know, ease up or down on your leg as you need. And another good way to do this is using a door frame. Literally just sticking your heel up on a door frame and the other leg is along the wall. And you just kind of scoot your body into it. It's a good way. From here, from that straight leg, send it across your body, keep your shoulders flat. Try not to twist too deep into this too fast, right? Ease into it. Use your breath. Anytime you're stretching, keep in mind, you're wanting to hold each pose for at least 15 seconds, right? You want to really hold it for a good few breaths, right? 15 all the way to like 45 seconds is your sweet spot for stretching. So if you got any trouble areas or anything where you're trying to improve your flexibility, that you want to hang out there longer, hang out there longer. Bring this back over the top. Ankle goes over the top of the opposite leg. Two ways you can do this one depending on where you're at. You can just grab behind the thigh here and kind of tuck this in. Keep in mind, don't bring your head and shoulders off the ground. Pull this in. Or another way is you can sit up, bring those hands behind you, and kind of push your chest into it, step your heel back. And we're going to run through that on the other side. Run through all those on the other side. First one, which was the knee tuck with the rotations. Remember to keep that control, that consciousness directed at your breath. Try not to let your mind wander too much. Straight leg stretch, bring it up in the air, ankle rotations at the top. From there, bend that knee, send it across. Don't go too fast. By the end of the 15 or so seconds, you definitely want to be deeper into the stretch than you were at the beginning. But that's through the exhales, right? Don't just get there immediately. You want to ease your way into that depth of every stretch, really. And on those exhales, try to just go a few centimeters deeper, right? Little by little. So that way by the end of it, you're at least, maybe an inch, maybe two, lower than you were at the beginning. Roll it on back, so the ankle is back over the top of that opposite knee. Give it in for a good hug. And the last one we're going to end on, we're just going to sit up, let the blood flow right back into our head for a moment after all that laying down. Going to go for a butterfly, right? Keep in mind, I've harped on this a lot, but if you're new, maybe you haven't heard, what I don't like to see in the butterfly is rounded spines like this, right? Why would I cue about posture and all this other stuff? This is then how you guys round out your spine. Posture up. Lead from the hips, lean from the hips. Reach out to the wall away from you, not down to the ground. Going forward, like someone's grabbing you by the hands. Open up those hips. Go ahead, sit up nice and tall. Just give me a few deep breaths here, fill up those lungs. Take a nice audible exhale. And go ahead and relax. Thank you so much for joining me. That's the cool down. I appreciate y'all. And if I'm going to see you on Sunday, I'll see you then. Peace.